You ever study for hours and then the next day, poof, gone? Don't worry, it's not your fault. You're not lazy, you're not slow, you're not broken. Your brain is just doing its job. See, your brain is like a cleaning crew. If it thinks info isn't important, it throws it in the trash, fast. Here's the shocking part. Within 24 hours, your brain deletes up to 70% of what you just learned. By day 3, you're lucky if a few crumbs are left. This is called the forgetting curve, and it's ruining your study sessions, but here's the twist. In Japan, students memorize over 2,000 kanji characters, not just for the test, but for life. How? They're not smarter. They're not studying 12 hours a day. They just use a different method. One your teacher never told you. Let me show you. But first, imagine your brain is a garden. You can either plant junk food or grow a memory empire. The Japanese, they're master gardeners. Now let's dig into the first secret weapon. Active recall, the samurai memory hack. Let me ask you something. How many times have you highlighted half the textbook? Feels productive, right? Wrong. Your brain treats highlighting like background noise, just like scrolling past an Instagram ad. It's there, but your brain ignores it. So what do the Japanese do? They go full samurai mode. It's called active recall. Instead of input, reading, watching, highlighting, they focus on output, pulling information out of the brain. Here's how it works. Close your book, grab a blank sheet of paper, write down everything you remember about the topic. Sounds uncomfortable, right? Good. That mental struggle, it's the exact moment your memory muscles grow. Think of your brain like a gym. Every time you struggle to recall, it's a push-up for your neurons. Western students cram. Japanese students train their minds like warriors. And the best part? You don't need to do this for hours. Even 5 minutes of active recall is more powerful than 30 minutes of rereading. Now hold up. Before we go full ninja on our notes, we've got another secret to unlock. Ready? The Kumon Method. Win by doing less. You don't need to do more. You need to do less, better. Let's talk about the Kumon Method, a Japanese learning style built on tiny steps. Here's the idea. Instead of trying to finish 10 chapters in one sitting, you break everything into small, bite-sized chunks. Little steps. Done every day. Sounds too easy, right? But this method is insanely powerful. Why? Because small wins stack up like compounding interest. Ever heard of James Clear? In his book Atomic Habits, he explains how getting 1% better every day makes you 37 times better in a year. The Kumon Method is like that. You're not burning out, you're not overwhelmed, you're just mastering a little every day. So next time you sit down to study, ask yourself, what's the smallest possible thing I can learn right now? Then crush it. Tomorrow, do one more. Because those tiny steps, they lead to giant leaps. But hang on. Before you sprint off with your 1% gains, there's another technique that will supercharge your memory like nothing else. Let's keep going. Kaizen, and the 6-minute miracle that makes you smarter every day. Okay, I've got a weird question. What if I told you that 6 minutes, just 6 tiny minutes, could literally change how smart you feel? Sounds like clickbait, right? But it's not. It's Kaizen, a Japanese principle that means continuous improvement through small, consistent steps. And yes, it really works in just 6 minutes. Here's the formula the top 1% use. And no, it's not a secret. 2 minutes of active recall. 2 minutes of spaced repetition. 2 minutes of focused practice, boom. That's it. Done. Now your brain's been trained, watered, and sharpened. All before your coffee even gets cold. And here's the sneaky brain trick. Your mind loves patterns, so when you repeat this little routine each day, your brain starts saying, oh, it's this thing again. Time to turn on learning mode. You don't need motivation. You don't need 3 hours. You just need a rhythm. A daily ritual your brain can groove to. This is why Japanese students don't panic before exams. They don't have to, because they've been Kaizening every single day. Quietly, calmly, cleverly. Let me ask you, if you could get 30% smarter in a month, would you do it? That's what 1% daily improvement stack into. So, while everyone else is pulling all-nighters and praying for miracles, you're just out here doing your little 6-minute power ritual and letting the magic happen. All right, take a breath. Because this next one, it's not about how you study, it's about how you feel when you study. Let's go deeper. Su, the ancient art of deep focus. Ever tried to study, but your brain was like, let's check TikTok. Ooh, snacks. Oh, look, clouds. Yeah, we've all been there. But in Japan, there's a mindset called Su. It means pure focus, total presence, a calm, clean mental state where everything else fades away. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, it's not magic. It's a ritual. Here's how Japanese students enter this Su zone. They use the same pen every time they study. They sit in the same spot. Some even light a candle to signal it's time to go deep. Why? Because rituals equal brain shortcuts. When you do the same thing before every study session, your brain starts to associate it with focus time. It's like hitting a switch in your head that says, okay, distractions off. Let's lock in. And here's where it gets cool, but you don't need a temple or a tea ceremony. Your Su ritual can be super simple. Maybe it's putting on the same hoodie, opening your notebook the same way, turning on a certain playlist. It doesn't matter what it is. It matters that it's yours. Consistent, repeated, familiar. Because once your brain connects the dots, studying becomes automatic. You won't need to force focus. It'll just happen. And once you enter Su, time flies. Ideas click. Learning feels easy. It's like finding that flow state athletes talk about. But instead of scoring goals, you're scoring A's. Let's pause for a second. You've just learned how to remember more with active recall, study less with Kumon-style micro-wins, level up in 6 minutes a day with Kaizen, and mentally teleport into focus with Su. Let's tie it all together. And now I'm curious, which of these Japanese study hacks are you actually going to try first? Is it the 6-minute Kaizen ritual or the Su deep focus trick? Let me know in the comments. I'm seriously taking notes from y'all down there. Video got your brain buzzing? Smash that like button and hit subscribe for more mind-blowing tips on studying smarter, not harder. I'm dropping more content like this real soon, so turn on that notification bell or you'll miss the next big brain hack. All right, that's all for now. Catch you in the next one.